morning, my beautiful people. I so appreciate your patience. I am free. I am free. Yes, I get to make my own hours. I get to make my own decisions. I get to go create. I get to do a whole bunch of things. I'm incredibly happy as far as that goes today. So thank you very much for your patience. But I want to make a short video today because I really want to know a few things also. Elon Musk. And I'll put a little video up here.
Hey folks, Elon Musk, as you know, is in the process of buying or has bought Twitter, and he posted on Twitter that for Twitter to deserve public trust, it must be politically neutral, which effectively means upsetting the far right and the far left equally. I really appreciate Mehdi Hassan's response. Put aside the simplistic nature of this claim for a moment and focus on the fact that the far right in America is a guy banned from Twitter for inciting violence and backed by Nazis and QAnon, while the far left is an old guy from Vermont who wants everyone to have free health care. Don't be distracted with false equivalency between the two major parties in this country. There is only one party that caters to white supremacy, and that is the Republican Party. Vote blue.
Okay. Now that you listen to a little bit of that, Elon Musk either is in the process or it's going to happen. Some reports out there say it's not going to take effect for a little while. Some say he's already bought it. I don't know. Nothing out there reporting is solid information, but I want to know. I want to know, the people want to know if he is going to allow Mr. Trumpkin back on Twitter. So I am going to read on that, and I'm trying to decide which cards I want. I think I'm going to go with Old Faithful. I wanted to read and see if he is going to allow the banned sycophants back on Twitter. I mean, either Marjorie Taylor Greene, also Trump, and I think Code Gozart is also off of there. Anyhow, I may be off on that one, but let's see if he's going to allow at least Trump back on to Twitter, because he did put up that he's going to piss off each side equally. So we'll see what happens with that. So hang on just a second and we'll find out. All right. You know me, I just get right into the readings. Well, I got the Eight of Swords. Like he thinks that Trump did that to himself. All of his words, all of his things. But I think he has a hard decision to make. He's trying to make that decision, which is very interesting. He is the King of Wands, right? He bought this. He's in charge. He gets to make those decisions. The world is watching and waiting to see what he's going to do. He is really, truly worried about his, Twitter failing. Like if he makes the wrong decision, because he has the Seven of Pentacles doing that hard work, doing the groundwork, trying to decide which way he wants to go. But it looks like maybe, just maybe, he has two decisions, right? Either not to let him on or to let the emperor back on. He says something stupid, and he's also going to kick him off. That maybe his decision, like, I'll let you back on, will tread lightly. Because Trump says, I wouldn't go back on even if they allow. We know that's a lie. You know that boy would be back on with a quickness. But it looks like maybe, because the Eight of Cups, like the Hierophant, like, okay, I'll let you back on. And this one is walking away, like, you do something stupid, I'll take you off as well. So he still hasn't made his decision. Two of Wands and self-imposed in problems, and since he bought Twitter. So it's not in the works yet. He still hasn't made that decision yet. So, all right. So we also have Alabama. And here's a little video to explain a little bit more about that.
Good morning. We have breaking news that an inmate facing murder charges and a prison officer have gone missing. Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office has told us that Casey White, 38, who is on trial for murder, has gone missing. He has gone missing along with the Assistant Director of Corrections, Vicky White. Although they have the same surname, they're not related. Has Vicky been taken hostage or is she an accomplice? We don't know yet. Vicky said she was taking Casey to a mental health evaluation at the county courthouse, although nothing was scheduled and she never turned up. Investigators are still treating the case as if she was taken against her will, although they should have had 2 people accompanying him. Casey was in jail for murder, so they believe Vicky is in danger whatever the circumstances. The manhunt is very much still ongoing and they are offering up to $10,000 for anyone who may have information. This is still a breaking story and we'll be sure to keep you updated.
Okay, so now that you have watched that, sorry, something got in my throat. I don't know what's going on. But so Alabama, so there's a guard and an escaped convict out on the run. And I want to know if he has her as a prisoner or if she is in cahoots with that. So let me read on that real quick. If you know where they're at, you get $10,000 reward if you turn them in. Just saying. All right, let's see about that. If that woman is in cahoots with this convict, which convicts do that. They will romanticize a female guard, I guess is what they're called. And all of a sudden she falls in love. He convinces her to escape. She says absolutely. And then off to the races they are with this great big old huge plan. It's happened before. So I want to kind of see, or is she a prisoner? Or she's still alive, right? So let's see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, the cards already say, so the 6 of Wands, the public direction is this is winning significant battle, right? Winning significant battle, the escape from prison, the winning the significant battle. And the magician shows up. The magic, the behind the scenes, figuring it out, the plan, the all of that. And unfortunately, 2 of Cups heads it up. She and him are in cahoots. She is part of it. And strength, meaning that she was the powerhouse. She was actually the mastermind in all of this, which is unfortunate. Wheel of Fortune, the good luck of what they have done. They figured that they're going to take advantage of that good luck of thieving, stealing, running away from jail. Defending their territory is wherever they're at, they are defending their territory. And unfortunately, they may be hidden for quite some time. I really don't see a catch right now. I also have steady progress, meaning it's going to be a long time. Like they walk away, they're away for a very long time and steady progress to make them. So my next one is to see if they're ever going to get caught or they're going to get away with this. So hang in there. All right, let's see if they get caught. These cards say that they're fortunate and something has happened that they have gotten away with it. The Wheel of Fortune, like the cards were all stacked in their favor. I guess is a better way of saying that with the cards. So let's see if they get caught eventually. Let's see what happens. Stick with me. We're going to do Michael Lindell at the end. Next. Okay. So the story that says here is the Three of Pentacles, constant effort and good luck. And it says family. So somehow, some way, there's either family members or ex-convicts or somebody that is in there really, really helping them. Because I also have proposal right at the top. They had an offer and they took it. Again, with that, but poverty at the bottom. So it's like a good laid plan. It's working so far, but it has lack of stability in their plan. Their plan is shifting, and it's getting really, really dangerous. Of course, the reading coming into this whole question is retreat. It makes a lot of sense. But what I think they got is stinginess. So going forward, like they're going to find their money by stealing it, by robbing it, by doing it from illegal means. They're going to get their money. Stingy, taking. I also had the Queen of Swords, the intelligence. Again, she comes up as the mastermind. She comes up as the intelligence and figured out how to get him out of there. But they are worried, of course. Outside influences talks about how they're being worried. They are worried about being caught. They're worried about, everything. Makes sense. We don't need cards for that. We already know that. But here's one thing. This is in the spirit. It's a Fool, like their new beginning and all of that. But I have a feeling that they might try to escape this country. So I'm still not getting that they're going to be caught in the fast movement. They may have already, and truth, balancing the forces, truth and stalemate. Yeah, I still don't see in the near future, at least in the next month or so, that they're going to get caught, if ever. Nothing here says that they get caught. Maybe have to revisit this in a couple of weeks. But all right, let's move on to Mike Lindell. Here's a video of that.
Hello everyone at Twitter, this is Mike Lindell. I'm here to tell you about my new account here at Mike J. Lindell.
And nothing can go wrong.
At Mike J. Lindell. That's the only account over here at Twitter that I'm using.
Oh no, it all went wrong. Now I'm really sad.
Okay, so now that you're back, Mike Lindell. He was so certain that Elon, they're so stupid. These people are just so stupid. They think that since Elon Musk said that he was going to pay for it, that he automatically owns it. Like he's making the decisions already. I mean, these people just do not get it. They do not get it. How corporations work, how, buying something or functioning work. I could go on and on. But Mike Lindell obviously went back on Twitter thinking that he is going to get his account's going to be working and he's going to prove it to his people that everything is good to go. Yeah, and he got banned again. I'm here for every bit of that. I really am. I mean, who isn't really here for all that? But I'm going to read on Mike Lindell. And not because of Twitter, but that was just an enjoyable little tidbit for him. But I want to see how he's really doing. I haven't read on him in quite some time. And I might throw a few cards at the end for Trump, and then we'll call it a day. I feel Trump in the mix with when I'm in Mike Lindell's. I feel his energy come in, so I might as well read on it too. All right, Mike Lindell. He so desperately needs to be vindicated. He has that. He's like, he considers himself strength, and he considers himself helping out. So there's his mental attitude. Now, I don't want to go into his mental attitude because we already know the arrogance of that. I want to see how other people are perceiving him, how the outside influence is going through the trajectory of his life. I've learned my lesson, not to go into what they want, because what they want is illogical, and we get told that they're going to win because they think so. All right, outside influences on Mike Lindell. Here we go. Rest, meditation, recovery. So he's not doing as well as he thinks he is. People are putting him to rest. People are putting him aside. They're tired of, the rest. Let's go on. We're tired of it. The King of Wands, him trying to do something, him trying to make things happen. His intuitive, his vision. But he gets the Page of Swords, which is, deceitful person and spy. But going forward, they're believing his outside influences. They're believing he's a spy. He's a deceitful person. Page of Swords. They're still giving him money. They're still giving him money, and they're believing, and some people are sticking with his bitter cover up. He talks a good game. They're still giving him money though. Some of them are. This is very interesting. I also got the Fool, that he might be doing something different and moving on and doing the groundwork. He's not only, and I have heartbreak. The people are going to get heartbroken one more time. The ones that follow him are going to get heartbroken one more time. I have a really curious and interesting card in Outside Influences, which is Strength. Now, when I saw it there, I went, I don't want that card in that spot, right? But as I'm doing my cards and as I'm reading the energy and stuff like that, is the Outside Influences is the Strength, is that he has had so much influence on people. And that's the reason why they give him money. And that's the reason why they want him to disclose the bitter cover up. But what happens is that he's been made a fool. He's going to come out a fool again. And doing the groundwork is also very, very heartbreaking for the people who listen to him and still give him money. So that was very interesting on that aspect. He never comes up with anything. It's not worth listening to, of course. We all know that. All right. Outside influences on Trump. Trump now has had a lot of things going on. Of course, Letitia James from New York has imposed $10,000 a day for not complying with the subpoena to give the documents. He also is going to rallies, and he's, of course, supporting phantom people. He said the guy that he was supposed to back, he said his name wrong. It was funny. So he's, out there doing his thing, and his rallies are not as packed as they used to be. Now, they do rallies now because his base are visually influenced. They think just because tons of people or a handful of people show up at a rally that obviously the whole country believes in what they believe in, right? Or else he would not be able to draw as many people. And then they get to tell their stories. If you guys are not watching reporters report on what they say, like one lady thought that Biden, of course, is not the real president, or he's dead or something along that lines, entertainment purposes only. And Jim Carrey was the guy that was imitating Biden at the time when he was falling up the stairs because he thought he was being comical. Oh gosh. Really? You guys are whacked. I mean, Trump is the president and Joe Biden is not the president. Well, what happened? Who's to blame for high prices? Well, their brain gets jacked. They can't answer it. They can't keep up with their own narrative, their own story. Because even with them, at some point in time, when you challenge their belief system, it's almost watching the Matrix jerk out of. It's quite funny. All right, Trump. Outside influences on Trump. Let's see. Judgment. The judgment is coming down hard on Trump. Judgment for past actions. And then we have the Page of Cups, the creative new beginning. Oh, this is really good. So I'm talking about the emperor, right? The guy who somehow, some way influenced a whole bunch of people to believe in his lies. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable to me, still to this day. So we have judgment of his past actions right here, and then the creative new beginning. I mean, the Republican Party is really trying to create a new narrative or create a new future, but the love of Trump, the love of the emperor, is waning. People are walking away. Every time they say on the news, well, it looks like maybe the Republicans are going to gain in the Senate and gain in the House and stuff like that. They're not telling the truth, because every time I grill on it, see, the love of the emperor is walking away. They're falling off left and right. Even if, and then this is also something that has come to me in my daydreaming, I guess is what it would be called, like some information, is it's almost like if Trump is not on the ballot, especially in 2024, the Republicans have no interest in voting. Now, for the midterms, it's almost the same thing. It's like they don't want to vote for a Democrat, but they don't want to vote for most of the Republicans that they have to offer. And it's almost like most of them walk away from voting altogether, which is still a win for the Democrats, because we have to get out there and vote. And I can't say this enough. Talk to 10 people a day, especially Democrats. Vote, 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 vote in the midterms. And make sure that they're very educated on how to get there, what they need to do, when the ballot's coming, this, that, and the other, whatever state you're in. So with that, I appreciate if you guys have made it this far. Thank you so much for all of your nice and kind and wonderful supporting words. I really do appreciate that. And I am back. And we have a lot of fun stuff coming up. I have a lot of ideas in my head that I'm really excited about executing, or promoting or doing. Sometimes the words that come to me just don't sound right. But anyhow, thanks everyone. And I appreciate you. Bye.